Hello students, welcome back once again to my maths class. In this video session, we are going to learn about the measure of central tendency, that is the median. Okay, we have already completed the arithmetic mean and the mode in the previous sessions, right? Now in this session, we are going to talk about the median. Now by the word median itself, we know that something it is the middle observation in a given data, right? Now let's recall, we have studied the median in our previous classes. The median is the middlemost value of the total observations. Okay, now if I take any raw data, the central one, the central part, that is, if the raw data is consisting of like the observations as odd number, okay, if the observations of a raw data is odd, suppose I take the observations as n, if the number of observations be odd, okay, then the median is the center one, that is n plus 1 by 2, the term, okay, this term is the median, right? If the observations are odd, and if the observations are even, suppose if I take an even observations like n is 6, okay, then the observations will be here n by 2th term and n by 2 plus 1th term. That is simply here if the observations are placed in an ascending order, right? And for median, it is a rule that the observations should be placed in an ascending or a descending order. Then we have to find the middle term. For odd numbers, the middle term is n plus 1 by 2 term. That means here for 7, the fourth one, n plus 1, 7 plus 1, 8 by 2 is fourth. The fourth observation is the median. Whereas if the observations are even, suppose, then the middle two terms average becomes the median. That means middle two terms mean 6 by 2, that is the third term, 6 by 2, third plus 1, that is the fourth term. Third and fourth terms average will become the median. That is all about the raw data. Now if you consider the ungrouped data, we will be finding the cumulative frequencies for the ungrouped data, or else, because if the data is more, like for few observations, if they are odd and even, we can find out the middle term by keeping them in the ascending order, okay, right? But if the observations are more, for example, I'll give you, I want to know the median of a class having 100 students. Now I want to calculate the median for their class marks for maths, okay, for a slip test, suppose for 50 marks, okay. So I want the median value. For 100 observations, I may not be writing in the ascending order, right? Then if we want to write it in the ascending order, then the 50th term and the 51st term, right? If the observations are 100, the 50th term and the 51st terms average is the median. Okay, for calculating bigger values and for calculating the group data also, just merely seeing the middle term does not work out. So we need to go by a formula. So before that, before going to the formula of median, we will be calculating the cumulative frequencies, right? The cumulative. What does the word cumulative mean here? Cumulative frequencies means we know the frequencies, right? Cumulating means just adding one at a time, accumulating one at a time, one frequency at a time, then one frequency, not the sum total. Sum total is the sigma summation, okay. Cumulative frequency is just one frequency adding at a time. That gives a cumulative frequency. Now we have to locate the cumulative frequencies, then our class interval where this cumulative frequency lies, we will be locating all the cumulative frequencies. Then this class interval whose n by 2th value, like the observations are n, the total observation, whether they are 100, 200, so on, the observations by 2, that value in which class interval it lies and in which class interval the cumulative frequencies n by 2th value exceeds for the first time. Okay, for the first time, if it exceeds that cumulative frequency, that class interval is denoted as our median class. Okay, when I'm telling you on a theory part, when we go to the problem, you will be easily understanding it. Okay, right? This n by 2th observation, where that class lies, where that class exceeds our cumulative frequency for the first time. All the cumulative frequency will be exceeding altogether, but for the first time when it is exceeding, that class interval is denoted as the median class. And when we get the median class, the lower limit will be L and H is the class size, and all that we will be deducing. Okay, in a group data we go by this method. So for this we need to follow a formula. Okay, I'll write down the formula of the median. Okay, the formula is L, that is the lower boundary, plus here n by 2, let's take small n by 2, minus CF is the cumulative frequency, divided by F into H. So this is the formula of median, right? H. Okay, I'll introduce the terms now. L is the lower boundary of the median class. Lower boundary of the median class. So how we got the median class, I've told you. Okay, now n is the total observations. That it's nothing but the sigma f, the total of the all the frequencies, that is all the observations, that is sigma n, number of observations. Now CF is the cumulative frequency preceding the median class. Okay, here cumulative frequency preceding the median class, right? And F is the frequency of the median class. Frequency of median class. Whereas H is the height or the size of the class. Class in the sense that class interval. Class here, particularly median class. So L is the lower boundary, N is the total observations, or that simply sigma f, the total of the frequencies. Now here CF, you need to remember the CF. CF is when we are locating all the cumulative frequencies, this CF is that frequency which is that cumulative frequency which is preceding the median class. Okay, just before the median class. Okay, and F is the frequency of the median class and H is the size of the median class. Now we will be finding, now quickly note it down. Okay, we will be finding the problems with the use of this formula. We will be finding the median. Now let's go to the exercise problems. Okay, before starting this exercise problems 14.3, now we will know that where do we use this median. Okay, we will be using the mean to find the average, and we'll be using the mode to find the more frequent or more maximum used terms like the consumer goods and all that. Now here, where do we make use of the median is that here in problems, like in situations where typical individual observations are not of great importance, like a typical observation is considered when we don't consider the extreme values. A typical observation is considered. In such cases median is used, okay, rather than mean. For example, if you take the productivity rate of the workers in a country like India or in any other country, just to find out the productivity rate of the workers, in that for going to mean, the median is the better option to find a typical observation, right? And also to find the average wage of a country. Average wage. When we are telling average, we need to go for the mean, you know, isn't it? But the median is a better choice to find the average wages of a in a particular country like India. So in this way we will be using median. Okay. Now in this exercise 14.3, there are quite many problems in the exercise. Now I'll be telling you the second and the third problem because there is a bit variation. With the help of them, after knowing this, with the help of them, you can solve the other problems. Now the second problem, see here, if the median of the 60 observations given below is 28.5, find the values of x and y. Here the tabular column is given. Now here told that the median value is already given. Median value is 28.5. The median is already calculated and given, and the tabular column is also given for 60 observations. That means n is the number of observations, so n is also given, right? For this we need, now what do we need to find? We need to find x and y values. Some values of the frequencies are missing here. Those x and the y values we have to find out. Now what is the formula for the median? Median equal to L plus n by 2 minus CF, that is cumulative frequency, by F into H. This is the formula. Okay. Now we will note down the values from the tabular column. Now n by 2 is nothing but 60 by 2, that comes to 30. Now what is CF, what is F, and what is H? Now we will draw the tabular column here. The class intervals CI. Now 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and 50 to 60. Okay, no need of this. Now the frequency is given as now here we will find the CF, that is the cumulative frequency, right? You can write the total cumulative frequency. Here the frequencies are 5, x is not there, 20, now 15, y and 5. Okay, let's take a big, because we have to add them, right? Add the frequencies, so we get the cumulative frequency. We'll write the total cumulative frequency. Here this is the tabular column, right? 5, x, 20, 15, y, and again 5. Now here how we find the cumulative frequency? The first term as it is we keep, okay? The first and the second sum up, it comes to 5 plus x, okay? First, second and third, okay? 20 plus 5, 25 plus x, so 25 plus x. 1, 2, 3 and next one. Just adding one term at a time. That is called as a cumulative frequency. Now 35 plus 5, 40 plus x. Now here, now 40 plus x plus y. So I am adding this y. Now again 45 plus x plus y. So cumulative frequency means adding one at a time and writing down. Now here, now we need to locate the, we have to find the median class. Now here, median class is that already given our n is what? N is, we know that it is sigma f, okay? Sigma f is 60 given. Now what is n? It is the total of the frequencies, sigma f, isn't it? Now we add this comes to 45 plus x plus y. This is sigma f or n. Okay. See 20, 35, 40, 45 plus x plus y. That is our sigma f. So it comes to 45 plus x plus y. Now from this we can easily find x plus y is equal to, if we bring this side, 60 minus 45, it comes to 15. Let this be equation 1. Suppose it that as an equation 1. Here we need to find the x and y values. Already median is given. Now from the median, given median, here median is 28.5. Okay. Now this 28.5 lies in the class interval 20 to 30, isn't it? Here, this class interval 20 to 30, in between that it is there. So the median class is this one. Okay. It is lying between 20 to 30 class. So lies between 20 to 30 class. Therefore, L is 20. For the median class, the lower boundary is the lower limit, that is 20. Now, in this median class, the frequency is CF and the cumulative frequency is the preceding value before the median class. That means this is the CF, right? This value is the CF, just preceding this is F, and preceding to this CF is our CF. Now, we will substitute all the values here. Median, now we wrote the formula here. So 28.5 given. Now what is L? L is 20 plus here, right, n by 2 is 30 minus CF is 5 plus x, right, by F. F is 20 into, we didn't write the H value, okay, H value is 10, right, the size. So 10. Okay children, copy down. I'll be rubbing that part and we will do the other part of this. Okay. Now here we'll do this calculations here. 28.5 here, that is the median value, 20 plus 30 minus 5, like this here. If you cancel these two zeros, it comes to just 2, right? 20 plus, we got 30 minus 5 minus x. I am opening the bracket, minus sign for both the terms. Minus 5 minus x divided by just 2. Because I've cancelled the zeros here. 10 once, 10 twice. Now take the LCM here. If you take the LCM, it comes to 40 plus 30 minus 5 minus x by 2. LCM of these two terms. Now just cross multiply. Here 57, okay, 28.5 into 2, 57. Now here 70 minus 5, that is 65 minus x, okay. Bring the x value to this side and 57 to that side. So x value is simply 65 minus 57. So x value is 8, right? Now substitute this x value in equation 1. We have the equation 1, you get the y value. So the equation 1 is x plus y equal to 15. Substituting x value, you get y equal to 7. Okay. Therefore, x value is 8 and y value is 7. Now, already given median, we need to find the unknown terms of the frequencies. Okay, children, quickly copy down and we'll proceed to the next problem. Now here the third problem, a life insurance agent found the following data about the distribution of the ages of 100 policy holders. Calculate the median age. Now here given the 100 policy holders, that means the observations given n as 100 and we need to find the median age here. Now here the given values are here. What are these values? Are they f or the cumulative frequency? We need to understand first. Now given n value is here, n value given as 100 policy holders. That means our observations are total 100. Here if you see the number of policy holders here, so below 20 of age 2 policy holders, below 25 age 6 policy holders. Likewise below 60 age we have 100 policy holders. Now total is 100. That means this column is the cumulative frequency given. So from the cumulative frequency we need to find the frequencies. Okay. Now let's draw the tabular column here. see here, age in years. Okay. Here then we'll write here because that is the cumulative frequency. Number of policy holders. This is the CF. Okay. And we need to find the F here. Okay. CF and F. Now here age is below 20. Now next one below 25. That means here the range is 20 to 25. Age between 20 to 25. Now below 30, that means 25 to 30. Likewise, we'll write below 35 here, 30 to 35, the class interval. Just below the 35 means it comes in the range of 30 to 35. Okay. Now below 40, here 35 to 40, and below 45, it is 40 to 45. Below 50, okay, 45 to 50 here. Now below 55, 50 to 55, till below 60. It is 55 to 60, right? 55 to 60. These are the class intervals. Now given the values of CF, because the total policy holders are 100. Now I'll write this 2, here 6, now 24, 45, 78, 89, 92, 98 and 100. Now how we got the cumulative frequency? Just by adding one at a time. One frequency at a time we will be getting the cumulative frequency. Now how do we get the frequencies? Like we have to subtract. Okay, now the first one is 2. Subtract this from this value. So 6 minus 2, 4. Okay, subtract 24 minus 6 here. How much we get? 24 minus 6 is 18. Okay, here 18. Okay, and 45 minus 24. 45 minus 24 comes to 21. 78 minus 45. Here 33. Okay, it comes to, and 89 minus 78, so it is 11. 92 minus 89, here 3. 98 minus 92, 6, and 100 minus 92 is 2. Okay, so we got this by subtracting the cumulative frequencies. One term from the above term you get one term. This term from 24 minus 6, 18. Likewise you subtract the terms. Okay, now this is F. Now here n is 100. So n by 2 comes to 100 by 2, that is 50. Now this 50 value lies in the, this n by 2 must not exceed the CF. Okay, for the first time it should exceed. That means here this CF is 78. For the first time it is exceeding here. So this becomes our median class, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So because they are all clumsy like this, I'm checking out. Okay. Now this is our F. The median class frequency is F, and the preceding class, this is the CF. Right. Now L is the lower boundary of the median class, and H is the size, that is 5, size of the class interval. Now we will substitute all the values and we will find the median age. Okay. Now median formula is L plus n by 2 minus CF by F into H. Right. What is L here? Median class 35 plus n by 2 is 50 minus CF. CF is 45 by F value is 33 into H is 5. Okay, we'll write here h value 5, the size of the class interval. Now here this comes to 35 plus 5 by 33 into 5. So this is 35 plus 25 by 33. So this decimal part is 0.75 here, 35 plus 0.7575, so on. So if you total it, this comes to 35.75. Okay. So this we can write it as 35.76, rounding to the next term. Okay, 76. So what are the units here? That is the age here. So years. This is the median age, right? Now like this, we will be solving the problems applying the median formula. If the median is already given, we will be finding the x and y terms. Okay, these two are a bit variation sums in the exercise problem. So I have done these two and hope you do all the other problems in the exercise. We will be looking forward with a new concept in our next video lesson.